Good morning and happy Friday, guys. I am happy to report I am officially done with my first year of nursing school, so cheers. I am so happy. We got done on Monday, and I'm sorry it's took me so long to get this video up. Today is Friday, and I am so happy to be here to tell you my good news and to tell you about my pharmacology test and my final exam. So we are now officially done. We have pinning practice today for the second year students who are graduating, and I will be at the pinning practice, but I won't be at the graduation because we're headed out of town. So kind of bummed about that, but it's for good reason, so everything's okay. Anyway, today is what's today? June 15th. And we don't start up again until September 24th. So I have the whole summer off. I'm going to be working as a CNA. I'm really excited to get back to work. I miss my friends and the residents. And so I wanted to make this video to tell you about my experience this week and also share a little bit about the books I used this quarter and the ones I didn't. Just the ones that I found helpful and the ones that I didn't think were that helpful. Last that I left off, I was going to take my pharmacology test, my ATI, which is online at school. And I was walking through that test. It's 60 questions. And halfway through, I was thinking, okay, I'm going to have to retake the sucker because I don't even have a clue what some of these medications are. And then I was thinking, okay, Steph, use your thinking cap. What is going to kill this patient first? And use your ABCs. So I'm going through each of these questions, and if you look at all the answers, 9 times out of 10, one of them is an outlier. So 3 answers might be a vital sign or a lab value, and the other one isn't. So, then I would choose that answer. Some of them were a little bit harder than that, and I did have a rough time with a lot of those questions, but I ended up passing at a level 2. I was literally sitting there with my jaw hanging to the floor. I could not believe that I did that, but I think those tools worked. So number 1, use your ABCs and ask yourself seriously, what is going to kill this patient first? So that was really helpful. Was so happy to finish that at a level 2 because I did not want to have to retake that. And then our final exam was on Monday of this week, and we got our grades Monday afternoon. And so a bunch of us went out to celebrate, and it was really fun. And then, of course, your phone is chiming with notifications from class and grades are in. And so I ended up passing my final exam. So knowing that I was officially done with my first year of nursing school, this year has seriously kicked my butt. I know you guys have been walking through this with me and through tears and starvation and maybe overeating sometimes and not getting a good night's sleep. More often than not, we are done. So I can't even tell you how happy I am. I'm still just smiling all week. Last night was the first good night's sleep I think I've had in a long time. But so here we are. Anyway, I wanted to go through some of my books with you and let you know what I found helpful in my first year of nursing school. So I will start out with the Nurse's Pocket Guide. I did my book haul video at the beginning of fall quarter last year, right before we started. This was a lifesaver in writing your care plans. I know that some of the interventions that I used on my patients aren't always interventions that are in this book, but when it comes to nursing diagnoses and interventions that go along with ones that you are actually applying, this was a great book. This is a must-have, the Davis Drug Guide. I don't know which drug guide you all use. I know this is the newest version of Davis, but a drug guide is necessary. As you can see, I've tabbed so many medications in here, but nobody's ever expected to memorize all medications in this book. But to know your different classifications and what they're used for is really helpful, and I love this book. This one was helpful to me in writing doing my clinical packet as well, the Mosby's Manual of Diagnostic and Lab Tests. When it came to my lab values and reasons why things were happening, this is a Pagana book. This is only one of my ATIs. This is the pharmacology. Oh gosh, this is the one that I got through 100 pages out of 400. So our ATI is edition 7. I think I have about 10 of these books, and they're all a different course. these books were my go-to. I found that in addition to my PowerPoints and the notes that I took in class, my ATI books were a lifesaver to me. They all have 5 test questions at the end of each chapter, and all the material is condensed. So if you have the opportunity to go through these, definitely use those books. My Med-Surg book, The Beast, that I called, that is so huge. I did not find this book to be very helpful. I did use it, and it is a good read. I'm going to set this sucker down on the floor. But I liked this one better. I ended up buying another $87 book. This is Banisk and Kopstead Pathophysiology 6th edition. I know bookstores, everybody carries different books and patho books and drug guides and stuff like that. This one just had better, when you had to write a patho on a disease, this was my go-to book towards the end when somebody had told me, get that book. Another one that was a lifesaver for me was this NCLEX examination book. I know not all schools require this. This came in a bundle package for my school anyway. And this book was a lifesaver. And sometimes my instructors would pull questions out of this book and put them on the exam. Not all the time, but these are the kind of questions that we're going to have to take when we do our boards. So this was great. My fundamentals book, although I was really excited about this book, not so much. I did read it, and it did have some good stuff in there that I highlighted, but I didn't find that that was my go-to book as much as the ATIs. This was kind of a new purchase. I got these farm flashcards from Amazon, and I got my daughter some too. Let me pull one out here for you. They're all in different categories like immune, musculoskeletal, respiratory, cardio. So each card has the drug name and then the generic, so the trade name and the generic of all the different in the same classification. And then I do not have my glasses on. The indications, the mechanism of action, adverse reactions and side effects. There's just a lot of information. So when we were in clinicals and we knew what meds our patient was taking, I ended up pulling whatever meds and putting the cards in my scrub pocket. They often came in handy, especially when the instructor's like, okay, what is this drug for? And what is it used for? And da-da-da-da-da. And that's one thing I think I'm going to brush up on this summer is my meds, because I am familiar with a lot of medications now, but a lot of them I'm not familiar with. And so that's something I think I'm going to work on this summer. I think that's it in regards to my books. It was a great year, you guys, and I am so happy that you are on this journey with me. I hope that you'll subscribe. Just hit the subscribe button and leave me your questions and comments below. I'd love to hear from you. And I will be making another video maybe midsummer. We don't start till the 24th of excuse me, September. So I will try and get one more video in before school starts and then let you know how my summer went. And I hope you're all doing great. Have a wonderful, beautiful summer, and I can't wait to talk to you again this fall. Okay, love you. Bye.